Hey guys, so in this video, I wanted to share a really quick tip on how to troubleshoot n8n workflows, especially if the workflows get really long and complex. And as you know, once you are in the editor, there's no data starting from any of the triggers. If you have an exceptionally long workflow, you would have to test the workflow from the very start and run through every single node in order to get to that node that you actually want to troubleshoot. So that may end up consuming a lot of API credits. It may up using up a lot of time. So one way that you can kind of bypass that is if the scenario is active, you can pop over to the executions tab. And once you're in the executions tab, you can check out previous executions and see how data from a previous execution had passed through. So you can see here that I have one execution where I asked it a question. It went through this route, and I have all of these areas with data stored in them. If I go to another execution, we'll see that it should be on another track. So let's go ahead and check that out. So I have another execution down here where it went down to this track. We have all of this data saved here and all of these nodes as well. And what we can actually do is press this little copy to editor button. And once we do that, all of the data from that run ends up being saved in this editor. So if you wanted to diagnose, say, this area of your workflow and you had a previous execution with all of this data in it, you could just go back to executions, copy all of that data in here, start pinning all of your data. You can just go ahead and pin all this data. So all of this is pinned, and you can keep pinning until the point that you actually want to start troubleshooting or making changes, and just start working from there. And that makes life a lot easier, especially if you're using like expensive APIs like Apify or expensive image generation models, and you don't want to have to generate an image all over again just to get this to work. This would also be very useful when you're working with large amounts of data. Like, let's say you have six different objects or 10 different objects or any number of objects, and you don't want to repeat that entire cycle all over again. You can just go ahead, go back to executions, copy that particular execution into your editor, and start working from there. The only disclaimer here is that it has to be an active workflow in order for the executions to be saved. If it's not an active workflow and it's still in test mode, then as soon as you exit, you're going to lose all of that data. So this is just a little quick tip that I hope you find useful. It's going to save you hopefully a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of headache when you are working with n8n. And if you enjoy content like this, please remember to like this video. We'd really appreciate it. It's really helpful for the algorithm as well. And I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel for more AI and automation content.